She was a lot harder to move than I thought she would be. Definitely have to get him inside then. I need to get this tarp down so I don't leave a mess, and clean up is easier after. Let's get started. I think I've learned what I needed to. Time to get him here. All right. You've served your purpose. God, this is taking forever. Will you just hurry up and die already? How did she talk? Still coming over, baby? What a whore. Be there in 5, gorgeous. Ugh. I'll leave the door unlocked. Gonna hop in the shower. Let yourself in and lock up behind you. Don't need this anymore. Should dispose of it. I'll just toss it in the fish tank. And now, we wait. I didn't think you were ever going to wake up. What's going on? I figured that would be pretty obvious to you. I knocked you out and tied you up. Why am I doing this? God. Try to come up with something slightly more original if you're gonna help me with my manuscript. You see, it's like I told you last night. You know, when you were flirting with me at the coffee shop. I've been struggling with some writer's block. But after you walked me home and kissed me goodnight, I had a burst of inspiration and I stayed up all night writing. I created this amazing character that bounced off the protagonist really well. They had amazing chemistry, an instant spark. He was brash and not afraid to break the rules, and she was reserved but determined. It really brought the entire script to life. I was so inspired, I finished the entire thing, and I just couldn't wait to show it to you. To thank you for everything you had done for me that night. For being my muse. That's when I overheard you talking to her. How effortlessly you replaced me with someone else and planned to share your night with her just like you had with me. I should have known you were just like every other guy. I've seen them breaking the hearts of every girl they come across to feed their own ego. Oh, don't even try to grovel now. Do you think I'm an idiot? I'm the one who sent you the text to bring you here. I know what you were going to do with her. And since you turned out to be a liar, the previous ending I had planned won't work anymore. Which is perfectly fine. I think I've come up with an even better ending now. I always wanted my protagonist to be the hero. To find the person who murdered her maternal parents and her foster parents and walk off into the sunset with a weight off her shoulders and a new life ahead of her. But that's just so basic. That's how every single one of these mystery novels end. And I almost fell into that trap. The trap of the easy answer sitting in front of me. But you, you showed me the truth. You can't just take everything at face value. I need to look deeper inside to see who people truly are. And my protagonist, oh, she was never a hero. All she was weak. Weak and scared of the world, scared of being hurt. But not anymore. I know who my protagonist is now. She's the killer. That's my big twist to my manuscript. It's a little annoying that Dexter did it first, but there isn't a truly original idea anymore, is there? Now you might be asking, why would she be revealed as a killer? And I'm so glad you asked that. Sierra stepped over the body of the prostitute, the flickering fluorescent lights draining the color from her previous luminous skin, a specter of the woman he once knew her to be. You? He stammered helplessly as his blurred vision cleared. You were behind the murders all along? I'm glad we're finally on the same page, she quipped coldly, the one bright voice only blemished by an awkward stutter he once found endearing, completely smothered by her true face. I'm sure the next words to come out of your mouth will be some variation of why. So I'll save you the time. Everything I ever told you about my parents when you questioned me all those years ago, Detective, was a lie. We weren't the perfect white picket fence family that I claimed we were. There was an undercurrent of pain. It eroded me till I just couldn't take it anymore. I wouldn't. I couldn't accept that this was the life I had been dealt. So I decided to start anew by ending their lives. No one even suspected me. And why would they? I was only 8 years old. But even at 8 years old, it was easy enough to take my dad's car keys, lead a house from the exhaust in the garage, right under their bedroom door. Never even woke up. You chalked it up to an accident. How unfortunate it was that the batteries in the carbon monoxide detector were old and dead. Hush, don't interrupt. I had thought that was when my life would truly begin. But once again, life would hand me another tough hand. While my parents were neglectful, they weren't abusive. Not like my foster family. How many ER visits with the excuse of I tripped and fell do you idiots need to see that a little girl is crying for help? But I did your job for you. No one questioned a thing when a delivery driver stumbled on what looked like a murder-suicide from a battered wife. Your department seems to only want to close their cases as quickly as possible. If only you had done your job, you might have called me earlier. Now, you might say that that's an awful lot of monologuing, and you're right, it is. The ending twist isn't quite complete. That's where you come in, my artificial muse. I've never cut into human flesh. I've never seen the look in someone's eyes when they know they're about to die. What exactly they would say or do. I need to feel it myself. In order to make it believable for my manuscript, I mean. Ugh, please, don't start crying already. It's going to be a very long night. I need your help with my extensive research. I need the twist to be perfect. Wow, that was a lot deeper than I meant to do. You can see the bone. It's so white. I thought there would be more blood and resistance on the blade. Like as the term, like a knife through butter wasn't an exaggeration. Oh, yes, I imagine it does hurt. Tell me, how does it feel for you? Come on now, be cooperative. Do you feel this cold knife against your neck? How does it feel to know with just a little bit of pressure I could end your life? Everything you ever were. Everything you would have been. Gone. Just a twitch of a muscle. You never thought I would be capable of this? You know, I never did either. But like I said before, sometimes you never know who you truly are inside until someone shatters you. I need to write that down. That might even be the tagline. Oh, it really is a shame you couldn't have been a better man. You truly bring out the best in me in my writing. What will I do after? Well, I've done a lot of research on serial killers for my manuscript. So I suppose either I'll get away with it or I won't. Being caught wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Imagine the publicity if I released the book from prison. However, darling, I think I'm done talking now. I need to concentrate. Thank you, truly, for making the end to my manuscript a lot more memorable.